This is Listen Lakeland, the show that keeps you up to date on all the things that make our city a great place to live, work, and play. Today's host is a former hospital administrator and currently a healthcare consultant in operations, strategy, and facility planning. She's also served on a number of city and nonprofit agency boards in the Lakeland and Tampa Bay area, including Interact Alliance and Goodwill Suncoast, and is currently the chair of Lakeland Vision. Please welcome your host, Carol Phillipson.
Welcome to the good life.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Carol Phillipson, and it's great to be hosting this month's episode of Listen Lakeland. The show is an extension of Lakeland Vision. For over 2 decades, Lakeland Vision has been a voice for the citizens of Lakeland, working with the community stakeholders to create a bright future for our city. Today on Listen Lakeland, we have Debbie Passerini from Goodwill Suncoast and 2 members of her staff. And I will start to talk about Goodwill Industries and Goodwill Suncoast. We've got a Goodwill store right here in our own community with other services, and we're going to hear about those today. Debbie?
Hi, I'm Debbie Passerini, President and CEO of Goodwill Industries Suncoast. I've been with Goodwill for many years and bring to the organization a background in human services. I've had the pleasure of developing and implementing many service programs and then became responsible for our retail program in 2001. I've been CEO of Goodwill Suncoast for the past 10 years. I'd like to introduce some of the people who are here with me today. Ken?
Thank you, Debbie. And hello, everybody. I am Ken Karbowski, and I'm responsible for Goodwill's retail component. I came to Goodwill with 30 years of retail experience, and I now have the privilege of ensuring the success of Goodwill's retail program for the last 5 years.
And we also have with us Haiti. Haiti?
Hi, I am Haiti Castro, and I am responsible for some of Goodwill's services for youth. I've been with Goodwill for 12 years now, and I've had the opportunity to work in several of our youth programs throughout my tenure. Prior to Goodwill, I worked in law enforcement, and I worked as a youth librarian. Even in college, during internships, I did work with the community, and I noticed the importance of literacy in helping individuals be their best selves.
Debbie, just what is Goodwill all about? People often ask that question.
Well, Goodwill works with people in need, transforming lives through lifelong learning and the power of work. We do this by providing many different kinds of services, from bookworks that targets childhood literacy to Job Connection that assists people in many ways to prepare for work and careers. As we talk, you'll learn more about these services and how you might participate in providing or receiving these services.
Just how many people did Goodwill serve last year, Goodwill Suncoast?
Goodwill Suncoast served 73,000 people last year in many different types of programs.
What counties does Goodwill Suncoast cover?
Goodwill covers 10 different counties in West Central Florida, and those include Pinellas, Hillsborough, Polk, where we are today, Pasco, Hernando, Marion, Citrus, Levy, and Highlands County.
Just how do our donations and retail sales fit into the services to the people? What do we use that money for that's generated by the sales?
You know, the generosity of the community that donates gently used clothing and household items is the basis for changing lives at Goodwill. As a donor, you make the change possible. Through the sale of these items, Goodwill earns funds that help support many services as well as employment of our team members. Haiti and Ken will talk more about how this works and the services that Goodwill provides.
In what areas does Goodwill Suncoast provide services?
Well, Goodwill Suncoast is one of 155 Goodwills serving local communities throughout North America. While the Goodwill name is controlled by Goodwill Industries International, each and every Goodwill operates with a local board of directors so that services are specifically directed to meet the needs of each of the communities that we serve. Each Goodwill is locally autonomous. Goodwill Suncoast, as I said, serves 10 counties in west central Florida.
I know you've been working hard on renovations at our Lakeland Goodwill store, Ken.
So our Lakeland Goodwill signature store opened up in 2002, replacing a much smaller store, and since has been helping us to support our mission in our communities. We provide an ever-changing stock of affordable clothing, furniture, accessories, and household items, and even new merchandise. When you shop at our Goodwill store in Lakeland, you help support employment services and training programs for those with barriers to employment. To help us achieve this, we thankfully accept your donated items at our convenient drive-through donation lane at the store. Our Lakeland Goodwill store offers 15,000 square feet of bargain hunting. It is spacious, it's clean and bright, and offers you and your family a very pleasant shopping experience.
And a side note, a little history. The Lakeland store was the second one of the Goodwill superstores to be opened when we went into that area. Can you tell me a little more about how we can support our mission and help out our community through donating our things to Goodwill?
Sure. The bottom line is that your donations to our Lakeland Goodwill help to change lives. Your donations of clothing, shoes, and household items to Goodwill enable us to help people in our area get training and find jobs. Plus, donating is green and good for the planet. It gives others a chance to reuse and repurpose items that you no longer need. So when you drop off your donations of clothing, shoes, and household items at Goodwill, you'll also receive a receipt from our donation attendant. And so hang on to the receipt because at the end of the year, you may be able to claim a tax deduction for the clothing and the household items that you donate that are in good condition.
What does Goodwill do with the money that's received from the sale of the goods that you donate at the Lakeland store?
Great question. And we work really hard to ensure that the proceeds of your donations to our Lakeland retail store go straight to our mission of transforming lives through lifelong learning and the power of work. In fact, 88.7% of our entire operating budget is devoted to mission programs and services to help our communities. Through the funding of our retail stores, we were able to help serve over 71,000 people last year alone in our Goodwill Suncoast communities.
I understand there's some renovating going on at the Goodwill Lakeland store. What has been done recently to make the store even better shopping experience for our amazing Lakeland customers?
Well, I'm sure many of you have seen all of the work that we've been putting into our Lakeland Goodwill store. And we've got an extensive remodel project that's currently going on. We're wrapping up some things, but we've done a lot of work already. And you've probably seen it, but that includes painting our interior and our exterior of the building to give us a new look. We've replaced the roof and all of the air conditioning units to give you a more comfortable shopping experience. We've replaced our signs to make it easier for our customers to locate us. A big one is that we put in a new concrete floor, and I'm sure many of you have seen it, and it really gives the store a much cleaner look. We've updated all the merchandise fixtures in our store to give us a brand new feel for our customers. We've also made many updates for our team to give them a comfortable and a pleasant working environment, such as an updated lunchroom. We've got brand new checkout lanes and point of sale equipment to make your checkout experience easier and faster. And this is exciting. We'll soon have a self-checkout register lane to give our customer different options during the checkout experience. And we will see an exciting new Job Connection Center inside of our store this summer. And this Job Connection Center will be staffed to assist those that need help finding employment in our Lakeland community.
Can you talk a little more about the Job Connection Center?
So, Job Connection is Goodwill's service to help people in the community secure employment and or better their careers. Services offered include things like assessment. What are you interested in? What are your capabilities? What are your educational levels? And how does that then figure into what you might do in the future? What kind of training might you be successful at? What education is right for you? Where do you want to go in terms of your work now and in the future? We provide a wide variety of resources, everything from computers, access to the internet. We have relationships with employers. We maintain a list of local jobs that are open and available. We know what kind of training is offered in the community, and all of that comes to you through Goodwill's Job Connections.
So how will the community know when the Job Connection Center is open, and where will they find information about that?
We anticipate the Job Connection Center here in Lakeland will be open at our superstore during the summer. We're probably July. We will advertise that through the media, both on radio as well as in the newspaper, and we look forward to making that announcement.
And will it be advertised through social media as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What are some fun facts about our Lakeland Goodwill store? Ken?
Sure. Well, just some updates or some facts about our store, some exciting things that are going on. First of all, we employ over 40 associates from our local Lakeland community in the store, and our team is led by our store manager, Carrie Wright, and Carrie's been there for around 5 years, and she has done an excellent job and is committed to serving our customers and our donors. Another exciting fact is around our donations, and we've received over 60,000 donations at our Lakeland store last year alone to help us serve our communities. And our Lakeland store is one of our busiest stores at Goodwill Suncoast. In fact, it's in the top 5, and we see approximately 300,000 guests walk through our doors at our Lakeland Goodwill store.
Wow.
Quite a few, yes. And one thing that you may know, and I know many people do, but if you don't, our Goodwill Lakeland store is a destination location in the area for all of your Halloween needs, whether it be home decor needs or looking for a costume. We've got it all. In fact, we sell so much for Halloween that October is our busiest month of the entire year in our retail store. So that's pretty exciting. But bottom line is, due to the loyalty of our customers and our donors at our Lakeland store, we continue to show positive results, and we continue to see month over month and year over year sales gains since coming out of the pandemic. So we feel like we've got a great team, and we feel like that the community is behind us, and we're behind them as well.
That's great. Are there other ways that we can help to support Goodwill's mission at our Lakeland Goodwill store?
In fact, there is one. I'm glad you asked that. The biggest one that we really push is what we call our Roundup program. And I got to tell you, our Lakeland customers do just a phenomenal job in supporting our mission through our Roundup program. In fact, for the last year, 44% of all of our transactions that we've rung up in our Lakeland store have had a Roundup donation that goes straight towards our mission. That's
amazing.
That's a big number. And this has resulted in over $24,000 in donations going straight towards our mission and helping our community.
How have our customers and donors reacted to the recent changes at the store?
Well, there's still work to do. As I mentioned, we've done a lot of work already, but in fact, just this week, we installed our new point of sale equipment at the Lakeland store, so that's pretty exciting. And I mentioned self-checkout. Self-checkout will be coming soon. We'll have that ready to go sometime this summer, and hopefully sooner than later. Also, our new Job Connection office is coming soon, and will give the inside of our store a brand new look as well. Debbie mentioned that. But with all of the other work that we've done to the store, our customers are really voting positively As our Lakeland store sales for the month of March were up 11% over last year. And just as important, our donations for the month of March were up 22% over the same time last year. So we're getting positive feedback from our customers and our donors.
That's fantastic. Please tell us about some of the programs, Haiti, that you're responsible for at Goodwill.
Well, thank you, Carol. The two largest programs I oversee are the Bookworks program, which is an early literacy program that serves children from 1 year old to 5th grade, and the Belle of the Ball program, which allows young ladies to receive a dress to attend their important dances such as homecoming, quinceañeras, prom, etc. We also offer each recipient of a dress wraparound services to help them with their future needs, such as information about volunteering, getting hours for bright futures, interviewing techniques for their future, information about scholarships and applying to colleges, etc. We have a Goodwill storefront as well within our Junior Achievement Finance Park that's located in Tampa. And that's where middle school children can come and they're able to learn about budgeting. And they also learn about Goodwill Suncoast being a family-friendly budget option for them for things such as clothes, shoes, household items, and even school supplies. Lastly, we have a robot named Pepper, and she's currently located at our Mosey Museum in Tampa. And she teaches youth about robotics and the future, and helps with STEM and STEAM programming as well.
Can you tell us a bit about Bookworks? We have that program available in Lakeland, correct?
Yes. Bookworks is an early literacy program in which we have dedicated volunteers that provide an animated storytime reading to pre-K children and then provide each child with a personalized book of their own to take home. The reason the books are personalized are twofold. One, many times this is the very first thing that someone has that's truly their own, especially if you have an odd name like myself, where I can't find any of those little license plates or anything with my name on it. It's really exciting to receive something that has your name. And the second reason is because that first name is the first word majority of us learn how to read. We also expanded in 2015. We saw that there was a need to continue growing that love of literacy in the elementary level as well. Many of the children, they graduated from pre-K and they entered elementary and they still didn't have books to read at home and continue their studies. So in 2015, we expanded. We started doing celebrated elementary book deliveries. That's where we have volunteers that go and deliver books to the elementary schools. We now serve K through 5. And the children are able to choose a book that they're excited about and they can take home and read.
And how many volunteers do we have?
Well, last year we had 108 volunteers that gave out over 52,000 books at 112 different locations in the community, which allowed us to serve over 35,000 children. What's really amazing about that is that, during the pandemic, we weren't able to enter back into the classrooms for quite some time. So that's last year's numbers, knowing that most of that year we were unable to be inside the classrooms. But our volunteers got creative. They came back. Many of them returned after the pandemic, and they did readings outside. And we did a lot of elementary book drops, and the schools were really, really happy for that help.
So with Bookworks, what services were provided in Polk County in the Lakeland service area?
Well, we have a volunteer that was able to return to reading this year. She lives and reads in the Bartow area. We've done some elementary book drops in Polk as well. Last year, we served 693 children in this community and gave out over 1,600 books in Polk. We have elementary drops scheduled before the end of this school year. In fact, I just confirmed 5 elementary schools that we're going to be able to serve in Polk before the end of May. And we're still trying to get readers in this area. We served one school in Lakeland last year that had 306 children. So if anyone is interested in volunteering in any of your listeners, please reach out.
Lakeland listeners, this is a volunteer opportunity. We need readers. And I know there are many of you out there who are looking for something to help our community and our children. And reading is one of those very important things, particularly to our younger readers and our elementary school readers. So if listeners are interested in volunteering or finding out more about the program, where should they call?
Sure. If anyone is interested in volunteering for Bookworks, give us a call at the main number, which is 727-523-1512, and just ask for Bookworks. We also have a page on our goodwillsuncoast.org website that they can visit and get more information. We'd be happy to speak with them on how they can help by volunteering or donating books for the program as well, as all the books that we use for our program are donated by our generous community.
Is there a virtual component to this reading?
Yes. Through the pandemic, we saw a great need to continue to serve our kids. And we came up with recording readings. So anyone can record a reading in their own home, and they can send it to us, and we have a portal in which the children and their families can access it, and schools that do not have a reader that's close by that can come and read can still get those really important story times. And we also make arrangements to get books into the hands of the schools that don't have an everyday reader.
So would they still call that same number?
Yes. Any information about Bookworks at all, they would call the main number and just ask for Bookworks, and it goes directly to me.
Again, that number is 727-523-1512. How else can our listeners help?
Well, all the books that we use for the program come to us through donations in the community. If a listener has some children's books in their home that they don't need anymore and are doing some spring cleaning, please donate them to our Goodwill locations and they will get to Bookworks. We also have the ability to buy new books from a book wholesaler where we can get new books for a fraction of the cost of buying them in store. For example, a Dr. Seuss book, which usually retails between $8 and $15, we can get it for as low as $3.50 to $4. So all monetary donations earmarked for Bookworks go directly to our ability to purchase new books. We keep a running wish list on Amazon as well. If someone wants to add a book to their cart while they're shopping, they can donate to Bookworks. And many organizations also hold book drives for us in order to help us stock our shelves. So if you have a community organization such as a Rotary Club, a Kiwanis, or even your church group, and you would like to hold a book drive for us, we can give you information on how to do that. We even provide posters and things in order to make that successful for you. And we make arrangements to pick up the books as well that you have, collected for us. The Bookworks program is entirely volunteer run, except for a few employees. So we could not do what we do and help as many children as we help without the help of the community, whether through their donations of books, their monetary donations, or their valuable time to make a difference in the life of a child.
So I have a few questions.
Yeah.
If my organization wants to do a book drive, do I again call the main number?
Yes, you can call the main number, and you can also find information on the website as well. We help in every way. We even have donation bins that we can give to you, things with our logo, etc. Every way that we can help to make it as easy as possible for you. And if your organization wants to get involved in some way, we are able to provide you with posters and information on how to do that. But we have had some organizations that have gotten really creative, created their own donation bins, and kind of made a contest out of it. We even had a PTO that collected books, and they essentially, doing car loop, said, you need to give us a book to get your kid, which was really fun. And they did collect a lot of books for us.
So you talked about Belle of the Ball.
Sure, absolutely. Belle of the Ball is a wonderful program in which we are helping young ladies find their beautiful dress in order to attend their events, important life events such as homecomings and proms and their quinceañeras and sweet 16s. And some of them also, need dresses for galas for organizations that they're involved with. So for instance, like Girls Inc. and leadership programs and things like that. What's really amazing is that many of these girls come in and they feel like their families can't afford a dress. So they're already kind of down and out and, maybe have some body issues, maybe have experienced some bullying at school. And we're able to transform them and give them that empowerment and make them feel really special with that dress. And then we also give them the ability to receive those wraparound services that I mentioned before, where they can learn about their futures for going to school, how they can pay for it, volunteering in order to earn future, hours for scholarships and things like that. So it's a really amazing program. And it's just, I can't speak more about how amazing it is to see these girls just light up when they find that dress. It's kind of like if any of your listeners, have a wonderful outfit or dress or their wedding dress or something that they put on and they had that moment. That's what we're seeing happen with these young ladies.
I know that Belle of the Ball is located in Clearwater and is getting ready to move to the Gandy Boutique at the end of prom season. Is it possible to bring dresses to the Lakeland store for young ladies who may need assistance?
Well, when we took over the Belle of the Ball program in 2020, one of the things that we had looked at and wanted to do was to be able to bring dresses to the communities that can't always reach our Gandy or Clearwater locations. So we had thought about doing special dress shopping events at our stores. And we haven't been able to do that the last few years, obviously, because of what's been going on in the communities with COVID and all of that. And right now, because we're just transitioning into our new boutique, it's going to take us a little bit before we can put on the traveling, dress shopping experience, but that is something that is in our future plans. And I know our Lakeland store is going to be one of the spots where we will love to do that. We have had some young ladies that have traveled over from Polk County. Shout out to those Belle girls. And have experienced that amazing opportunity to receive a dress. But we know that is a real hardship to travel that distance. And, with the rising cost of gas and everything, we do want to make it easier for more young ladies to receive our services. So
might it be possible to do a trunk show?
Yes, we are going to be planning that in the future. Obviously, we do not have any dates right now because we're still in the process of planning. But when we are ready, we will obviously advertise it through social media, through radio, newspaper, all of the avenues.
The other thing we've done also in the past I wanted to mention is that there are some young ladies who have shopped online with us. So we have been able to assist them actually online to select a dress and to get dresses in that way. And so that's another great opportunity if you're here in Lakeland.
That's great.
If anyone is interested in Belle of the Ball, one of the first steps to do is to go to our website, and we have under services, just click on Belle of the Ball, and there's a form there where you fill out the form, and it comes directly to me as well. And I am able to start communicating whether or not someone needs an appointment or someone needs information on how to donate a dress to us. All of our dresses come in through donation in the community, and it's really amazing. Our Lakeland store has been able to, gather many dresses for the program. And so any dresses that come in that are earmarked saying it's for Belle of the Ball get over to us, and we are able to sort through them and ready them for the collection.
Can you give us the website address again?
Yes, it's goodwillsuncoast.org. And under the services tab, if they just go down to Belle of the Ball, that form is there where they can communicate. But they can also call that main number and just ask for Belle of the Ball, and we can get that as well. But if any of your listeners, I will ask if any of your listeners are plus size. We are in dire need of plus size dresses for the program. So if anyone can help support in that way as well, we would love it. We could not do what we do within any of our youth development programs without the direct help of the stores in the community. The revenue from the stores allows us to have these programs to help the community. The members of the community, they help us with their donations of books and dresses and their time and volunteering for these programs. We're just so grateful to everyone. And especially here in Polk County, it's a really great group that helps us out.
Thank you very much. Thank you to Debbie and Ken and Haiti for all the information that you've shared with us today and all the information about Goodwill. Thank you for tuning in to Listen Lakeland. Your feedback is valued, and we encourage you to head over to www.lakelandvision.org to participate in our monthly survey related to today's show topic.
I said, welcome to the good life.
Listen Lakeland is brought to you as a collaborative project between Lakeland Vision, the City of Lakeland, and Hall Communications, a community working together to provide an exceptional quality of life. Thank you for being with us.